Hello everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some Stoneshard, shall we? Resuming our triumphant, soon-to-be-dead character. Alex, good evening, good to see you. Alright, so we're going to continue where we left off last stream. I haven't played since then. This would be last week when we played. I've been having so much fun. I've been kind of keeping this in the rotation so I can learn more about the game as we develop. We are still in the town of Osbrook, right? And we are able to actually travel at this point to the next town. But before I am going to travel to the next town, I've taken on this little mercenary mission from the village elder in Osbrook to pick up this lost relic, or to figure out what's going on. Amy! Hello, good evening. Good to see you. Alright, so this is only down to 2 skulls because we've leveled up recently, and they're going to give us 505 crowns. And by far, it seems to me, at least in this iteration of the game, at this stage of its development, the best way to make crowns is by doing, being a mercenary, you know, taking on these requests. Because selling gear that you find, you know, is just not that profitable from what I have found. I have a silver ring, and I have the Fearless Silver Amethyst ring, and this ring right here is Varen's ring. And I should probably put that in my house because I don't need to carry it around. Hey, Eric, good evening, my friend. Good to see you. So we're going to roll up and just drop this, my house, I say. I mean, my room at the local inn. But you know what I mean. It's a real nice place. And I can hop all the way over here. You know, last night, it's so funny, we were playing Zorbus, and I was hopping around and in the square. And in this game, you kind of wobble around like a penguin when you move. It's great. I like the little antics that are brought to the animation. Add something to the game. So Varen is like waiting in the cart, and he can travel with us to the next town. But that's not what we want to do. We want to check the map, and our quest is over here, the Lost Relic. So it is becoming night, and there is definitely something to recommend sleeping, because in my experience as this game goes, hey, Mr. Kiwi. Hello, my friend. Good to see you. Yes, doing a lot with a few pixels indeed. This game definitely has great graphics, and it's always, like, so much fun to me. Given the fact that I like old school graphics like this, so I like to see what they can make happen. Yes, so Alex is asking about the game on Thursday. So my thoughts are this, Alex. What I'd actually like to do, even though it's not a new game to the channel, it would be a first time streaming it, and I think I'm going to try to play Terra Invicta because I don't understand the game, and I'm really hoping we can work through it together and get a little bit further into that game. A lot of people seem interested in it. Oh, you're right. It's not. Let me fix that. Alright, hopefully the chat will start showing. I forgot I had hidden that. Thank you for reminding me. So I'm thinking about trying... there it goes, Alex. Thank you. Terra Invicta. And just having some fun with that on the stream. Alright. You know, where am I on the map? I'm at the mill. I haven't really talked to the miller. Who is this guy? Alan, got work to do. No time to talk. What are you selling? Oh, this is cool. I had never talked to the miller, but he sells you bread. And, like, the innkeep has a loaf of bread, but not very many. So I'm going to buy one more just to make sure I don't get hungry. I got a little bit of a ways to walk to get to our quest. Alright, so we found that. That's a, you know, there's a scythe that's just, like, kind of, lying on the ground, which is kind of cool. And I'm already hungry. You see? I knew it. Now, how hungry am I, though? Let me look at my health. My hunger is 34%, and this will handle 25%, so might as well eat that. Let's go. What I would really like to do is find somebody in this game from whom I could buy a shovel. Claudia. You don't look like you're from around here. Gosh, what a name. Claudia. Her expression is decidedly neutral. Complete stone wall. Heard anything interesting? I heard that somewhere to the west, a giant octopus wrecked a few fishing boats. Oh my. Drowned a couple of people, then threw itself onto the shore. It's exactly the kind of news that makes me wary of the sea. Do you think we'll get through all this? Okay, so maybe she'll mark that on my map. What are you selling? And she sells, like, hardly anything. But, let's zoom out. Nah, there's nothing about an octopus that I can see on the map. But I guess the idea of an octopus beached up would be ridiculous. I'd still like to go see it. I feel you, Alex. I understand. Well, next week, my friend, I think I'm going to do some more games that are up your alley. I might actually even force you to watch. Oh, I'll force you, all right. You won't even believe what you're about to see. I think it'll be fun. I'm really thinking of, I might do some more Stardew, though, which I know you are all in favor of. Alright, I'm going to keep walking over here, and looks like I had marked that there's herbs that you can gather here that I needed for the quest. And we just need to kind of follow the road, but I'm going to be a little bit off the road. Let me make sure I'm loaded up. Because basically, in my experience, when you're on the road at night, there's a lot of raiders that want to come out and talk to you about how much they want your money, and they want you dead. And I don't like that conversation if I can avoid it. So let's go over here, and oh, we're almost upon it. Yeah, Alex, you're not. Lance loves it. So I think that definitely might be on the docket for Thursday. You know, it's a good night for Stardew. Haven't played it in a while. It would be good to just have all, like, as much of that content as we can get covered reasonably. I mean, I'm not going to go for 100% completion, but I've got a lot to see. Alright. Beautiful butterfly floating around. I wonder if I can catch it. I mean, it has a hand icon. Can I catch that without, like, a net or something? I don't know. That's kind of my plan, Alex, for sure, is to do Caves of Cut on Monday during the roguelike rotation, because people want to see it, and we haven't played it in a while either. So it's a good, seems like a good rotation. I still have a character that's alive in Cud. We might be able to not die. Be fun. Alright. Now I'm on the screen with the ruined burial location. So I'm going to be all eyes and ears for bad guys. Here we go. Here's some ruins. Oh, it's a graveyard. Now, you see, with these graphics, checking out this graveyard, I'm getting the full Graveyard Keeper vibe. Yes, Alex, good memory. Yes, they are a super mutant. It's a four-armed, double-hearted giant of a character. So a lot of fun. We'll see if we can keep that multi-armed beauty alive. Alright, I'm gonna sift around through here. There's open graves. Again, I really need a shovel. Not that I want to dig into somebody's grave. But not that I don't want to dig into somebody's grave, I guess. If you've been buried with material possessions that can help me save this godforsaken land, then I'll liberate them from you. Yep, here's another place to use a shovel in the name of archaeology. Alright, I'm going to right-click, and we're going to put a grave icon here. And I'm just marking all the places on the map where I could bring a shovel and, you know, make it useless. It would be cool, Mr. Kiwi, I agree. It would be a nice little caveat. You remember all the useless information. That's kind of how my brain does work too, Alex. I don't get to pick and choose, like, what I remember and what I don't. And so things of consequence, like, you know, court dates and being at work on time seem to slip my mind. Exactly, Alex. Alright, okay, so, hey, what is up? Goncalves, good to see you, my friend. Yes, yes. Time to chill out before sleeping. Nerdy indeed. We're going into a crypt. We're seeing what we can find. We've got a mission. We're trying to help. We're in the ruined burial. Alright, so we need to kill a necromancer and find a figurine. You know, I love this about games, and it's always one of those moments when you wonder, in my life, am I ever going to have a checklist where the first box on that checklist says, kill the necromancer? I mean, it's like, I hope not, but then also, maybe I hope. You know, that would be quite the swashbuckling life to lead. Okay, so in the sarcophagus, we found an unidentified two-handed mace and also just a full skeleton, which is regarded as junk. Oh my gosh. That is awesome, Mr. Kiwi. Isn't that funny how that kind of stuff just will stick with you? So if my skull ever gets labeled as junk, I'll know I've done a good job. I'm going to pick this up. It's hard to carry, but it is magical, so it could be good. It says on the skull that it can be ground into bone dust, which I guess if I was doing alchemy or something, but I'm not really doing that at all. That might be a later... I don't even know if they've implemented that fully into the game yet, being perfectly honest with you. Surprisingly well preserved. That is a foot. I'll take your cash. So I am just straight up grave robbing everyone, and there doesn't appear to be any moralistic reprisals. So that's cool. It's locked. They're locked. Time to go home. You know what? I should have brought some more lockpicks. That's going to be a problem. I hope there's something of value. Well, there is straight up a skeleton mace man. Yeah, they don't need it anymore. So this is my first time encountering the undead. I mean, there's a living bat that's flying, but this skeleton mace man is unaware of us, which is merciful. Hastily armed under the orders of a necromancer, this skeleton is quite capable of dispatching an inexperienced adversary. Let's hope that's not us. Alright, so I'm going to step back, and we're going to need to figure out a way to kill that guy. But I want to try to... I'd love to be able to get a shot on him. You know... Oh, he saw us. Okay. Well, we don't get to shoot him at all, unfortunately. Oh, and there's a... Look at this guy. It's a restless, aka a zombie. The restless are often raised by beginner necromancers. It's much easier to sustain life in those who died fairly recently. Oh, it's a fresh corpse. Hey, Rabio Morso. Hello, my friend. Good evening. Good to see you. All right, so we're in a little bit of a trouble, but that's okay. Totally not a zombie. Not indeed. Oh, he just did shield raised on me. Well, I need to do shield raised. I don't actually have that skill, though, so there's that. It is useless. Wow. Check this out. Do you see this? The skeleton mace man talked to me. He said it is useless. I mean, normally skeletons don't talk. So that's kind of like a nice twist on the undead. He possesses intelligence, or that might be the necromancer speaking through him to psychologically try to crush me and convince me that my efforts are useless. Hilarious, Alex. I guess I can talk too. Oh, or do you mean about the shield ability? Yeah, I don't have that, unfortunately. This guy is actually pretty stout. He's standing in there much more than I want him to. Let's see. Let me just go ahead and hit this guy with leg sweep. This won't help, he says. Out of range. How can that be? Oh, no, I have to move backward. Right. Actually, kind of didn't want to move backward, to be honest, but it'll give me a shot. Oh, I missed. All right, well. I counterattacked that zombie. It's a great question, Mr. Kiwi. My assumption would be yes. Like, I always have that D&D assumption that bludgeoning is going to do more damage, like in D&D. And we can take a look at this guy. So he has piercing resistance, but slashing and rending seem to do more damage to him, and he only has 20% physical resistance. Now, I'm doing slashing because I have a sword, but it is a great question. Was I a fan of the ancient game of Asteroids? I sure was. I played Asteroids a good bit. I was not good at it because I would tend to stay in the same place too long, but I enjoyed the game. I'm just going to wait. Are you gonna... Okay, he's coming. There we go. We got him. Oh, that's awesome, Mr. Kiwi. So it's a Vampire Survivors Asteroids game? That sounds like a lot of fun. Alright, so the music is intense, but we're done. We finished the battle, we got some experience, and we're not really close to level 5, but it's exciting to imagine that one day we'll get there. There's just bones all over the ground. Oh, it's an oaken shield. I bet that's just straight up better than my shield. Well, maybe not. No, it's not, because it's broken. Like, its durability is all messed up. It's got better move resistance. It's got the same block power, but it's got some problems because it needs to be repaired, which I can't repair stuff in the field, so I could consider keeping it if I wanted. Now, I did repair my sword, like, right before I came in. So I'm okay with durability on that. Alright, let me go ahead and change weapons. So there's a bat over here. Oh, wow. We just, like, one-shotted that bat. It only gave us 5 experience, but I feel really good about that. It's called Nova Drift. Wow, cool. So there's Nova Drift and there's Galaxy Survivors. Fantastic. Alright, let's inspect. I want to make sure I don't get hit by any traps. I don't see any traps. So, fantastic. We get a little money. Take it. Close up that sarcophagus. Oh, we got some magical gloves. I like it. Alright. Break that. Alright, fine. Break that one. What you got? Nothing. Got a little money. Oh, and then Rogue Genesia. Man, you guys are just dropping all the good suggestions. I know, Mr. Kiwi, a bat in real life, if you hit it with a bow, is skewered. Good point. Alright, let's check this. It's locked. Alright, let's pick it. And we opened it. And we found some stardust, which is like a drug that you use if you want magical power back. I'll take it because you can sell it. But it's kind of like, it reminds me of skooma or something to that effect. But it's not. It's not skooma, so... Alright, let's try to switch to our bow, reload it, and open this door. You can see with the question marks down here, there's two enemies that are just, like, lingering. So I want to see if I can take them out. Oh, I lost my lockpick. Alright. That's sad, because what that means is I wish I could, like, bash down the door. But all this means is that I've come unprepared and I have to leave. Which isn't actually the end of the world. Hey, you know what, Gone Cowboys, now that you mention that, I have not played Infra Arcana, but, I played Zorbus last night on stream, and it was excellent. I had a blast with that game. I'm not going to actually play some more of that, because I had so much fun with it. I can't remember if, Goncalves, you were the person who originally recommended that, but somebody did, and it's so good. Hey, Zeus, what is up, my friend? Good to see you. I'm so glad you're enjoying the Yu-Gi-Oh! Series. Boy, that was me learning to play Yu-Gi-Oh! From scratch, and I only got to like level 1 on my Yu-Gi-Oh! Abilities because I found the game to be very complicated and I was not good at it. I don't have any current plans, Zeus, to try it again, but that doesn't mean that I'm never going to play it again. I'm just taking a break from it right now. I started playing it pretty intensely for a bit there, and then got frustrated getting rolled on the ladder, and just was like, all right, I need to shift to a different game and take a breather. But it was really interesting learning how to play the game, because I just had never played it. And I played, you know, Magic, a lot of other card games, but not that. My instincts are bad in Yu-Gi-Oh! Infra Arcana. Huh. Rogue Genesia. Nova Drift. Galaxy Survivors. It's fantastic. Alright, I gotta go all the way back to town because I need to sell some stuff, or at least put away some of these magical items. I can see if, hey, Nickman. Good evening, my friend. Nova Drift is fun. I kind of figured you had played a game like that for some reason. Now, if there's like a person who wants to sell me a shovel, I'm also down with that. I don't see it, though. Who's this guy? Let me talk to this dude. That is a good price, Alex. I didn't know it was free. Oscar, what are you selling? A beat. You heard anything useful? Building all those crypts just to bury some folks. Our forefathers were probably rolling in riches if they could afford it. Right now, the best thing you can count on is a grave by a hill. Oh, somebody else has told me about this. Crypt business. So we can store some of these magical items to make room for inventory space, which is just good. Alright. Okay. Man, I didn't realize that the town drunk was just like, if you look at him closely, he's just got sweat like pouring off all parts of his body. It's disturbing. All right. Let's see. What you selling? All right. And unfortunately, he does not have an identify scroll, which I wish that he did. But he will buy this from me, which is good. And I need lockpicks. Do you sell those? You don't. You don't even dream of selling lockpicks. You know what, Goncalves? I actually, I think I booted up Doom RL many years ago, but haven't played it since, and I should certainly give that another look. Thank you for reminding me about that one. I love when they spin things into roguelikes. Here's the lockpicks. I need these. Oh, you know, at least they sell them really cheaply. That's generous of them. Okay. Can you fix... Nah, the carpenter would have to fix the shield. How much to fix that shield, carpenter? I need my shield repaired, my good man. Jurg, what you selling? Jurg, how much you gonna cost? Well, I didn't even look at how much that cost, but he fixed it pretty well. Now let's compare it. Actually, we can't really compare it too effectively from this screen, so let me just go here. So in this way... here, let me switch. It is better move resistance, the same... Less block power recovery, less dodge chance, less energy restoration. It's just bad. It's unfortunately just bad, so I shouldn't have repaired it. You know, it's just me intuitively thinking that a shield that was made of wood would be better than a shield that was made of leather, you know? But it's just not. Hey, Leech De Niro, good evening, my friend. Good to see you. Oh, Alex, thank you. It was 14 gold. Okay, that wasn't too bad then, because I just sold it. So, hopefully we probably lost, like, several million on the exchange, but I'll accept it. Alright, we're thirsty, so let's just go drink from the well before I go inside. Infundying! Hello, my friend. Good evening. Good to see you. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. How are you holding up? Very clever, Alex. Oh, Bethesda made him rename it. That's hilarious. That's great, Infundying. I'm so glad to hear that you're doing a little better after last we spoke. Man, my chest is just filled to the brim. Like, I don't have space for all these awesome unidentified things. This is something that maybe I should just go to the next town, because maybe you at the next town... oh, this meat rotted. That's not good. Maybe in the next town you could do better with finding identification scrolls, because I just have none. And I don't think if I just, like, equip it, like, that it will identify it. It does not, right? So, it's a shame, is all it is. It's just a straight shame. So, I'm going to kind of take some stuff out that I don't need in here. And then sort this. Oh, I didn't mean to take everything. I meant to sort. You can't really sort it, though. Okay.